and welcome to my channel, Susan Diamond Paints. Today is December the 16th. It is Friday, so we have made it to Friday and the weekend, y'all. And we are a week out from Christmas. Well, a little bit longer, but you know, close enough. Close enough. I know that the kiddos are had their half days today. So they're home for their Christmas break. I know you parents are excited to have your kids home. I'm going to take this cover off here. We are working on square 15. Let's see if I got this up. Yeah, it's all going to come right there then. Oh yeah. Let me see if I need to cut that. Yeah, let me cut this washi tape right here. Sticking to everything. Just a sticking into this cut. So let's see. Last night, didn't play any Disney. I watched some TV. I got caught up on Criminal Minds. Let me just say, I am mad that I'm gonna have to wait till January 12th because it ended in a cliffhanger. I don't know what they're thinking. They weren't, and that's the problem. Put that there. I'm going to do that one on 23. Alright, excuse me. Figuring out what I'm doing here. Alright, so let me see. I'm gonna lay this back down. A little lower. I'll put you right there. There you go, you'll still cover that. Okay, good. So we'll just have it right there. Make sure y'all are in the shot. Okay, good. Move this up. Move the washi tape up. There we go. And so, not happy about that. Not having to wait. I don't want to wait, what, 3 or 4 weeks? I guess 3 weeks, for the sequel to that. Leave it on a cliffhanger. I should be ashamed of yourselves. And then, let's see, I watched also, while I was out here waiting on the video to get done, I watched Girl in the Shed, the Abby Hernandez story. And then the girl that was kidnapped, walking home from school. She was 14. In New Hampshire, I believe it's where the state, but watch that. That was on Hulu, so watch that. While this was, my video from last night was uploading. Took a little bit because I didn't want to upload out of Dropbox, so it really took a little bit longer. And watched that while I was waiting, and then finished watching it when I got inside. And like I said, I didn't play anything because I was ready to watch. I had 2 episodes of Criminal Minds to catch up on, so I watched those. I also watched the first episode from season 1 of Reacher. I kind of been looking forward to, looking at watching that, and hadn't decided when I was going to do it yet. But after watching the first episode, I was like, oh, this is a show that Les and I need to watch together. So during breakfast this morning, when I'd gotten it before I came out here to work, I told him, I said, watch this on Prime Video. So the first episode, and I said, if you like it, we'll watch it together. So I came in during lunch. He was playing with my nephew because they had a half day today playing Fortnite. So I decided I was just going to make me a peanut butter jelly sandwich because I talked about making spaghetti tonight. And so I made that and ate some chips. And so I asked him, I said, did you watch the first episode? He's like, yeah. He said, that dude's badass. I'm like, yeah, ain't that the truth? He's like, he's a big joker too. I said, no kidding. So I said, now that you've seen it, I said, do you think Tom Cruise makes a good Reacher? He's like, no, I don't think so. I said, yeah. I was like, yeah, that's what everybody's complaining about when he did the movies, which I have not seen. So I was like, It was like, enough to know that Reacher's a big dude. So Anyway, so we started watching during lunch the second episode, season 1. So haven't finished it yet. So we'll be watching that. That'll give us something else to watch with the things that we watch, because No Prep Kings will be ending soon, because I think we only have 2 or 3 episodes of that left. They're going to Australia, Street Outlaws, for No Prep down there, down under. So they are showing pictures on Facebook of the cars being strapped into the containers and going, of course, on the boat. So it's like one of those things you hope you see it later. But yeah. So that's how my night went last night. It's going to get cold. I've been telling y'all that. I'm not sure about the snow situation yet, because they don't know yet. But you know that it's cold. So we'll see on that. I don't know either. I just want some snow. I want lots of snow. I want no ice though. When it gets ridiculous. The ice gets ridiculous because it's too cold. Then it would be ice for real. And the power would go out. That would not be good. So I don't want that. I want snow. So I don't know on that, because it keeps changing. It's been changing all week long. So I'm sure it's going to change all next week too. It's too far ahead to predict it. So yep. And so that's, it's going to be cold my week off. So I'll be dealing with some chilly temperatures. But it's warm out here. I got heat up out here. I did have an little situation last night. I had a little bit of trouble sleeping. And then, now I didn't take like a Tylenol. I didn't take a melatonin or anything like that. I took a Tylenol for my hand, but that was it. And I got up because I couldn't get situated, couldn't get comfortable. I was hot. I can't sleep when I'm hot. I sleep when I'm cold, and then wrapped up in the blanket. But it wasn't that, like, I didn't have the heat piping on or anything. I think we had it turned down to 70, so it was just at least keeping the house comfortable, but not, overbearing or anything. And then I was a little, I got a little itchy, I guess. I don't know how I felt like, I don't want to say like bugs crawling on you or anything, because it didn't feel like that. I was just itching everywhere. It was just itchy. So I was like, yeah. I was like, So I looked kind of up the symptoms this morning, the premenopausal symptoms. My mom went through menopause early. So she told me, she said, you may also do the same. So I don't know. I just know that it wasn't like, night sweats or anything. I just got hot and I couldn't sleep. So I couldn't get situated. And that took me a little bit to go to sleep. Because I don't, I start out on my left side. I don't sleep on my left side though. I sleep on my right side. But I'll start out on my left side, I guess, to get myself relaxed. Then I roll over and I go to sleep. Well, I was just back and forth, on my left, on my right, on my left, on my right, before I got myself situated and off to sleep. I went, because I try to think about, just boring things to get my mind to relax is what I'm trying to do. And that way I can go to sleep. So hopefully tonight I'll be able to sleep and not stay up at the crack of dawn. Probably won't, because I'll be tired. But if I get to playing, that's what'll happen. I'll be doing all the things. So that's what's going on. Not too much. I don't have a lot to talk to you about. I might do a time lapse of this and just put you some music on there. I don't know. Can't think of anything else to tell you. Although I did, because it's on Amazon, and I just bought the book. So I did get the first book by Lee Child of the Jack Reacher series. He's got 27 books in the series. So I was like, well, it's like I want to try it. Because I've been thinking about, for a while now. And when the TV show came on, that, that would be something I'd want to read. Jack Reacher, so can't go wrong reading something new. Let's see, those are X's and P's. So let's see here, P. I got a P here, so do these. This nice pretty green. I gotta move the squishy up. The broke cut pen is cutting in my hand. I gotta get that off right there too, because I don't know what that is. And move them squishy up. And those are the peas. Got those done. It's a little different colors right there. The green spatula. Okay, teas. Pour these out. So I swept in here today, so I got all the leaves and trash and stuff up, and swept up a couple of the squares here from my dryer sheets that kept falling out on me yesterday, so I swept those up. So they've been thrown away. So there'll be some little boxes in here that'll have their dryer sheet, but I got a long strip here in front of me. So if I do need it, I can cut it. So, and I feel like I gotta do my putty again in the pen. Like I don't want to stick, so I'll have to see about that here in a few. So yeah, the Abby Hernandez thing, Lifetime did it, so it's on Hulu. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I think Lifetime did a decent job on it. Ben Savage plays Nate Kibbe, the bad guy. So it's a little different seeing him there doing that. But yeah, so a girl, I'll just give a little synopsis of it. So a girl, the way they showed it in the Lifetime movie was that, if she missed her bus, she would walk home. And if she missed her bus going in, she would walk in. So she misses the bus in the morning and gets a ride to school. Her mom's a nurse. They kind of argue like normal teenage mothers and daughters do, about crazy, stupid stuff. And she has like no clean socks but new boots, and so she's wearing the boots without socks. And their mom brings her some socks to school for her, but I don't think she ever puts them on her feet because she misses the bus for when she's leaving for school, and she doesn't go home. So she gets picked up. So the guy picks her up and then kidnaps her. And then according to the documents that I read later, he was charged with a lot of things. So they don't really show a lot of stuff like that on the Lifetime thing. But they did a good job with the story with her, because her whole main goal was she knew she had to make sure that she was personable to him, that she was a person with feelings and not an object that, when things got really bad and hit the fan, he'd kill her. So she knew that if she could get him to trust her and treat her like a person, he'd be less likely to kill her. So that's what she does, and she does a very good job of it. And then put more putty in here. She's gone 9 months. She's been missing for 9 months. But she does that to make herself personable, and he does let her go when it gets there to the end where he thinks he's going to be found out for doing something he shouldn't have been doing, and they discover her. He knows that he's going to be in trouble. So what ends up happening is he loses his job, and he has to go. Of course, obviously, he's got to have some kind of income, and decides he's going to counterfeit $100 bills. So he gets Abby's help to help him out with it, because she's smart and knows computers and things like that. He don't. So they print $100 bills. And then he passes the couple of $100 bills off to a hooker, to which she calls and busts him for it, because she gets busted for it. And she makes like she's, called the police and told on him. So he freaks out because he thinks the police is coming to get him. And obviously they'd find Abby. So he's making her clean the house and get rid of everything. And she smartly pulls out one of her own hairs. He's back and forth around in the house, not, keeping an eye on her, watching what she's doing, because by then they built up a rapport and trust. So she does all that, and she and they're in the car, and she then realizes, then he tells her that he's taking her out of the state. Once she gets in the car and he's driving around, she realizes she's not that far from home, that he didn't take her out of the state like he told her. He kept her almost in the same city. So she's like, she says, because she knows, she knows we're at the end here, and he's going to kill her, because she knows that, because he's going to get rid of her because of the police coming, or the figure of the police coming. And she's, telling him, if you kill me, please put my body somewhere where my parents can find me, because I want them to have closure. I mean, that's pretty intense, I think, for a 14-year-old. That's, she's 14 when she's kidnapped. She turns 15 while she's kidnapped. Not too long after being kidnapped, she turns 15. But it's a very smart thing for her to say, because it keeps her as a person to him. But that, make sure that you put my body where my parents can find it, so they have closure. So he, at that point, I think, loses a little grip on his reality, and he just unlocks the door and drops her off where he picked her up to start with. So it has a happy ending, as much as it possibly can be, because she has returned home. I think it happened like in 2014. 14 is when it happened. You can just look it up. But, if you are interested in the crime stuff, watch it's called Girl in the Shed on Hulu. It was a Lifetime original movie. So I watched that last night, and it was about an hour or so, a little bit longer. So it took that long for me just to get the video uploaded. But the video was a little longer too, though. So, and that's what takes the time. If the video is longer, it takes longer to load up. So it is what it is. Right, there's all this stuff staticky. I'm going to have to shake it around a little bit, see what I get. See what I can use. So, that is that on there. Get on there. These are the teas. And I was telling my friend Mary, I said, I said, I have, I got my Diamond Art Club box right here in front of me. I said, I ain't even unboxed it yet to take the boxes out. She said, oh, Susan. She said, really? I'm like, yeah. I said, I want to do some filming next week. I said, do some unboxings. I said, so we can get them up later on the channel. Oh, also have another subscriber. So I saw that this morning. So I think I'm up to 23 now. So it's like, ooh, go me. I'm so excited. I'm excited when I get 25. Hot dog, y'all. Hey, yeah, baby. Woohoo. So, yeah, that's always, my perks of the day, just to see, how the views are going, how many subscribers I have. That's what I'm looking at with my channel. I have to edit my, I always upload it, loads it up at night, and then I go in the house, and then I don't look at it again until the next day. So that's when I'm doing my editing of the description and stuff on the video. So I do that in the morning. So that's what I did this morning. I did like 3 videos, I think, and put the tags and the description of the video on there. So that's like one of the things I'm going to get better at is, do my descriptions better, do my tags better, do all that good stuff better. But, that just takes time to actually sit down and do it. So, that's what I have to do, sit down and do it. So, alright, that's the teas. Not too bad here. Oops. Almost dropped that tray. That'd been bad. Almost dropped it. Get up there. Another, dry sheets wants to fall out. Alright, I need the X's, the greens. Just dump all them out. I don't want to use them all right here, but, I'll just dump them out. So, have that going on. So that will be next week, and Sunday I'll start opening my 4 Kids at 147 my 12-day Advent calendar. I'm gonna start that Sunday. I'm gonna open 2 a day until I get them all open. Those are my Christmas birthday presents to myself. So I'll be doing that next week, or starting, like I said, Sunday. Then we'll still have videos we're doing, so we're good there. And then I'll hopefully get done with the picture I gotta get done sometime next week, so I can give it to the recipient. And then get back, work on my Every Moment custom. So I'll have time, days to do that, so I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to doing my stress reliever during the week. Alright, those are those. Those are the X's done. So I'll put this back in here. Put the dry sheet in there. Alright, any ones on here? Don't see any. Dots, black. See any blacks? Nope, no blacks. Pins, yep, pins. Do these. Pin cushions, yes, I got some pin cushions. That's what I call the pin. Pin look like pin heads, you know. Straight pins is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about pin heads. Some people don't know what a straight pin is. That's what it looks like to me, a pin head from a straight pin. Or a straight pin is the symbol. That's what it looks like to me. So that's what I'm working on right now. So, yeah. Today wasn't too bad. Got myself caught up to where Mary can start with the Mondays ACHs and Mondays lockbox, because I got today's lockbox done and today's ACHs done. She's like, yeah. She's like, well, won't this come in late? And I'm like, yeah, probably will. I said, so that you'll definitely need to do that one too. She's like, okay. And so she was running the end of days. That's what else she was doing to help. She was having to make up some time because she had a doctor's appointment this morning, so it took, I think, a little bit longer than her hour for lunch, but she's working on that, and this is the last weekend for that. We only have 2 centers to run into days for after that, and so those are easy enough to do the morning the next day. So it might be something, you know, make sure we get done, especially by the end of the month, because they definitely gotta be ran by the end of the month. Is that all the pin heads? Looks like it. So let's see here. So I listened to an audiobook today, trying to finish this book up. I think it's only Audible in the Plus category, in the Plus catalog until 12/20. So I'm trying to finish that up. Then I got a little sleepy, and I was like, I can't listen to my audiobooks, so let me listen to music. So I listened to music, and then I went back to listening to the audiobook. I got like 3 hours left to listen to, so I may do that tomorrow when I'm out here working. Just get my earbuds in and pull it up on my phone and listen to it. So tomorrow we're going to Kohl's to, I don't know, look for something. Talking about maybe getting some sweatpants or something instead of having to wear blue jeans all the time when I'm working from home, so I can relax and be comfortable and just wear sweatpants. But I don't know. And then I don't think I'm looking for anything else though. But we have to go to Michael's in Spartanburg, because that's where we found the frame for the picture that I'm working on. Not this one, but another one. And we want to go there to get it. It's like, well, he's like, we're talking about the sweatpants. I was like, well, we have to go to Kohl's in Spartanburg then, because we know we're going to Spartanburg already. He's like, yeah, we should be able to find something for you. I think, Another weekend spending my time at Kohl's. I said last weekend I didn't want to do that this weekend, but at any rate. So being in Spartanburg, he's like, I was like, well, and that's what I told him earlier today. I said, well, since we're going to be in Spartanburg, I said, we got to go to Michael's. I said, pick up the frames. I said, and then go to Kohl's to find some things. I said, let's go to the Cedar Range. I said, for my birthday. He's like, I was going to ask you that. He said, I pretty much figured that that's where you wanted to go. So because, we were going to go there for our anniversary, and then we didn't get to. So I was like, yeah, so I want to go there for my birthday, because I still want my trout, because they make it really good trout. That buttercrumb trout, so good. So either do that or the bourbon chicken. I don't know, fried chicken and mashed potatoes. I'm not sure yet. He's thinking about doing crab cakes, so well, that's okay. So we'll see. That's the idea and the plan, to go to City Range for my birthday. Oh, me. So the perler beads came in today for the kit for my niece. But the guitar cord did not come in yet. I know it's supposed to be delivered sometime tonight, I think. So it must be on a different truck. I think the perler beads came in the mail, but I'm not sure because I don't check it. Actually, them things is a little pointy. Okay. Looked at Diamond Art Clothes releases for this weekend. They're alright. Not anything I see that I want. I'm not on, it's still 2022, so 2023, the no-buy starts. So the no-buy hasn't started yet. Okay. There we go. The down ones, the Theros. Had to get a hub out here, so I told them I said I'm tired of unplugging my camera and phone back and forth, and all I need to do is just put a hub out here and just plug them into a hub. So then all I have to do is unplug them from the hub and not unplug them from the USB that's attached to the computer. So I got a little square one out here with 2 and 2 on each end. So I think that will be enough, because all I'm doing is doing the phone and the camera here just to move the video and upload the audio onto the computer. So glad about that, because it was just a hassle unplugging it all the time. I mean, I'm going to have to unplug it on the hub, but just unplugging it out of the port on the computer. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm glad to get that taken care of. Oh, there's a pinhead I missed. I'll have to pick that back up before I move over to box number 2. There we go. Yep. Haven't thought. I did some thinking. I mean, not really too much thinking today, but I did do a little bit of looking up on the internet about Twitch and his death, and somebody said about a suicide note. So, kind of read that article. Something about the things he went through in his past, but who knows what that is. Only he knows, and maybe his wife knows, but if not, at that point in time, only he and God knows. So, don't know. Did say that he got an Uber, which I kind of figured that by myself, over to the hotel motel, because he didn't drive his car. So, whatever speculation that be, I knew that he didn't take a vehicle. He had to ride somehow. He had to get there somehow, and that's what he did. So, I think a maid, according to what I see online, a maid's who found him. So, it's just, like I said, I'm still thinking shock about it. I can't fathom it. But, like I said before, if you feel that way ever, be sure to get the help that you need. Don't be ashamed of it either. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. There's nothing wrong with that. We should all help each other out anyway, so that when we do ask for help, there's no snottiness or snide or snotty or all of the above. Just be nice to people. Oh, alright, let's get some more of these shook up here. Put one right there. So that's where my pin head is, right there. I'm gonna put that back up. So, yeah, I think that's pretty much it, because I just, don't have a lot to tell you. Just talked about when I did watching TV. I'll have to find something to watch when this stuff is uploading. So I may see if I can find the 2020 episode on Abby Hernandez and watch that. I think it's in season 41. So I want to check that out, maybe. See how 2020 shows what happened to her. So we'll see. So I get these percents done, or the division symbol done, or whatever you want to call it. Get this done here. Get it there. I put. Of course, now Henry Cavill's made his announcement on his Twitter page about not being Superman, so quits freaking Witcher for Superman. Then that doesn't come to fruition, so sucks. Just sucks. I hate that he quit filming the Witcher, but kind of talked about that today too, about how he didn't like how the story was going. I said, this is for his character is very important. I said, Sirius' character is very important. I said, but you really ain't got to put all this romance and stuff in it. I know why they do it. It's because, it's more considered a man's TV show than a chick flick, and they got to put all this to make it interesting for the women. But me personally, I think just the character itself, the Witcher, I thought he was just crazy. He's like, and I'm gonna say it this way, because to me, he was a badass character. The monsters and things that he, yeah. That's like I said, that's what drew me to listening to the audiobooks. Just reading the books, so. And that's what the first couple of books are about anyway, just him, the Witcher traveling and killing all the monsters. So this is that. Alright, is that it for that? Alright, let me get my pen head again. I gotta do these triangles. Oops. I know I gotta do is the 939s. And we'll be done. Come here. Let me get that pen head. I'll do that one right there. 20 minutes come out. I only need one. Could have dug it out of the box, but I didn't. Just poured it out. Right. This one right here. Give me this one. Alrighty. Let's see, where's more triangles? Right there. And right there. Yep, okay. And then the last one is the dash. We all know that one's 939. We love. From box number 2. I'll put that there. Then I'll get box number 2 out. I just need this color right here. So I'm going to pour some 939s out of the non-939 box. Just so I don't have to deal with the dryer sheet. So let's see what we got here. Okay. Gotta move this over, give my hand some room. I'm a lefty, so got to have all the room on the left, please. So that's what I've been watching on TV. Not too much of nothing. And just playing my game. I haven't finished the book I was reading yet either. I need to do that to see how the story ends. So, got to do that here. Okay, I gotta move this over. Okay, now let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Do some every others and see what happens. Feeling the spaces. I know that the bar down the road here is going to have a Christmas party tonight. So they'll be having karaoke from probably about 9 o'clock until midnight or so. I said, ooh, until less. I said, well, joint's going to be bopping. I plan on being out here when that's happening. I plan on being inside where it's warm. I just bumped the heat up so that it would be good and warm. So it won't get warm out here too. So bump the heat up out here too. So let's see here. Do the every others. Oops. Tired, just tired. Hope I sleep good. Okay. Go there. Let's fill these in. Shouldn't be too hard. There we go. And there those go. Get them there. These rounds are great, but I miss my squares. I miss doing squares. I miss the completeness of the picture, not the holes that it has in between the beads. Oh, where'd you go? Get back on there. Spaces. I mean, I know that the rounds are faster, but I still miss my squares. I'm getting at the point where the picture's almost getting done and I'm ready to jump into the next project. Although it's a previous project, but still. You know, you get so far and you're like, okay, I'm almost done with this thing. This is great. What am I going to work on next? So, yeah. That's where I'm at. What am I going to work on next? Not really. I know what I'm working on next. Okay, we'll drink some water. A little thirsty. Okay, let's get these up here. There we go. Get my edge done here. So, down it goes. Come here. Come on. Fill in, fill in. I haven't watched, what is it? Sweet Magnolias. I haven't watched the new season of that. I need to do that too. I haven't watched any Virgin River either. To me, it's just, it doesn't go by the book, so. I know it's its own story, but I haven't watched it yet. I haven't finished watching it. So, don't know. It's a little bit hard to concentrate on it because the stories are different. Get them there. I'm tacking the beads here. And those go. Alright, let me get this one up here, because if I don't, I'll forget about it, and then it'll be up there by its loneliness, not done. Alright, just create this edge here. So as far down as we're going to go to the left. So fill these in. There we go. Filling those in. Get up here. And there we go, y'all. That one's done. We have got that square done. Okay, let me get the devotional. Let me read the devotional to you. Then I will be dealing with getting the video uploaded. You will be dealing with whatever y'all gonna do on a Friday night. Then prepare yourselves for your weekend. Let's see here. Oops. So let's see, Friday. Friday Friday, December 16th. By the grace of God, I am what I am. 1 Colossians 15:10. You can change your self-perception. The new birth begins a transforming process in how you think about yourself, but it must be continued each day by renewing your mind. Let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you will learn to know God's will for you, which is good and pleasing and perfect. Observe when your thinking is changed by God's word, two things happen. A, you know His will for you, and B, you know He is pleased with you. When those two things happen, your self-perception is changed and you're no longer at the mercy of other people's opinions or evaluation of you. Our opinion of ourselves is deeply affected by the opinions of authority figures in our formative years. If our parents tended to neglect or ignore us, we concluded that we weren't worth their time, attention, or love, and it tore at our self-worth. But as we mature in God's Word, we learn to walk in the light of our new self-image, and we gain new self-worth. Regardless of what you have been through in life or the mistakes you have made, God will help you realize who you are and what He has graced you to do. Before Paul met Christ, he killed Christians. That's as bad as it gets. But after he met Christ, he wrote, "By the grace of God, I am what I am, and His grace to me was not without effect." When you understand God's grace, His unearned, undeserved, unfailing favor towards you, it will profoundly change how you feel about yourself. Okay, guys. All right, so it's Friday night. Y'all have a great rest of your Friday night. You have a fabulous day tomorrow. I'll film it tomorrow probably tomorrow morning before I go anywhere, like I did last week, so that I won't miss out on getting the film up for Saturday night. So I will chat with y'all then. Y'all have a great one. Night.